Hello and welcome to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes Grand Arena Championships, Season 23, Week 1, Round 1. My name is Boma Fett. We are back to 3v3. I just finished the last season of 5v5 at 12-0. The previous 3v3 season, I went 11-1. My only loss that season was the very last match. I was matched up against someone who had 2 Galactic Legends, and I had no Galactic Legends. Well, this time around, I have a Galactic Legend of my own. This is my first 3v3 with a Galactic Legend, so I am definitely looking forward to that. Let's see who my opponent is this first round. daRth Dopes 77. Let's go to the hotbot for a quick comparison. Well, the hotbot shows that my side is almost entirely green, so we may have a bit of a mismatch on our hands here. Let's zoom in and take a closer look. The first thing that jumps out at me in this top section is a very low guild GP for daRth Dopes. I'm sure this is going to have an impact on his roster. We've got a fairly low best score, only 34k, and lifetime banners only 540k. He doesn't go undersized very often and only has 11 full clears. That's very low. Now, at first I thought the low stats may mean that daRth Dopes doesn't really participate in GAC, but I checked the GAC history and daRth Dopes does participate. However, look at the ratio here. 828 offensive wins to 681 defends. This is a ridiculously high ratio, and it means that daRth Dopes is setting an FU defense most of the time. They are not trying to get full clears, they are just trying to stop their opponents. To me, this is a counterproductive way of playing. I know that some people think that it's the only way that they can win, but you're really just hurting yourself because you're preventing yourself from getting any banners. So even if you lose, you can get banners and you can get a higher rank and get better rewards at the end, even if you're losing matches. Doing this means that you're probably not going to win and you're not going to get good rewards. So I don't really understand this strategy, but it is something that people do, especially in 3v3. The roster summary tells us that I have about 100,000 more overall galactic power, as well as a higher top 80 and top 65 GP. I've got 40 more Zetas, meaning that I've been playing the game probably a year and a half or 2 years longer than daRth Dopes. I have significantly more speed at the top of my roster, and I also have a couple more Gear 13s. One spot where daRth Dopes does have the advantage is in Gear 12s, but it's not a big advantage, 34 to 29. In the mod analysis, you can see that daRth Dopes does have 200 6-top mods. That's fantastic, but only 2 mods with plus 25 speed or better. I've got 11 of those. So you can see I definitely have an advantage in terms of mods with high-speed secondaries. In the relic summary is where we see another one of daRth Dopes' advantages, but again, it's not a huge advantage. 193 total levels to 177 for me. He does have 10 tier 7 characters to my 4. Well, it was definitely looking like poor matchmaking before we got to the meta character section, and now it looks like even worse matchmaking. I have both Commander Ahsoka Tano and Galactic Legend Luke, where daRth Dopes doesn't have any Galactic Legend, does not have Cat, only has a Gear 8 General Skywalker. I've also looked at his roster. He doesn't have Jedi Knight Luke, so this is a definite mismatch in terms of characters. In the key characters and important ships, we see that low guild GP coming into play. We've got no Wat Tambor and only 5 stars on the Negotiator and the Malevolence. So this certainly looks like a mismatch in my favor here on the hotbot. Let's go back to the game and take a closer look at daRth Dopes' roster. So daRth Dopes is running Darth Revan in the arena, and we have a Thrawn fleet in the fleet arena. I would think even a 5-star Negotiator would be better than this Thrawn fleet, but maybe he doesn't have the right support ships for the Negotiator. Here are all of daRth Dopes' relic characters. We've got a pretty good spread of characters, but there does seem to be a bit more of a focus on the dark side, especially on Sith. So I think that daRth Dopes maybe is about to go for Sith Eternal Emperor. We do have 501st Relict, we've got Separatist droids, we've got some bounty hunters, we've got some rebels, we've got, again, a lot of Sith. We also have a lot of Empire. So that's why I think Sith Eternal Emperor is we've got both the Sith and the Empire relict here. We do have some Jedi, and we have a Padme squad. And we've got Jedi training Rey. We even have Royal Guard. So this has gotta be for Sith Eternal, right? All the way at the bottom of the roster, we've got some really good characters that have not been geared up yet. We've got the Bad Batch, Sith Trooper, 3PO and Chewie, Resistance heroes, Mon Mothma, and Dark Trooper. These are all outstanding characters that have not really been touched yet. So this does look to me like it's going to be a bit of a mismatch. I was a little bit worried about an auto-set defense from daRth Dopes. My last 3v3, 5 out of 12 opponents auto-set their defense. So that was a concern, but according to the Prime bot, daRth Dopes has already set their defense. So it shouldn't be an auto-set, but it may be an FU defense. So we shall see tomorrow if that's the case. All right, let's take a look at the board. I decided to press my advantage and place my Galactic Legend on defense, although I didn't give him his best possible squad. I went JML with Ahsoka and Shaak Ti. And the reason for this is I didn't really have any plans for either Ahsoka or Shaak Ti, but in other circumstances, I might use Ahsoka with gas, I might use Shaak Ti with clones, so I have a feeling I'm going to be varying my JML comp a lot this 3v3. I also put Beskar Mando and Poggle with Separatist droids in this zone. In the top zone, I put Grievous, Hux First Order, Newt, and Darth Revan, and you'll notice Malak is not on this squad. I usually put Malak with Savage Opress on defense, but against this opponent, I decided to save Malak for offense. As expected, he did go pretty heavy on defense. We have a Vader squad, a Dooku squad, GK with Ahsoka and Anakin, and a full CLS Han Chewie trio. And in the bottom zone, we've got a really interesting Padme with Clone squad, Jedi Knight Revan, and Bosk Bounty Hunters. I am expecting a pretty difficult back zone as well, including his Grievous and his Shaak clones. So we're going to start here in this bottom zone, and I wasn't really sure what to use against this Padme squad. I've never faced Padme with clones like this before, but normally against a Padme squad I can use my Jedi Knight Revan, so that should work here as well. So we'll do that. I'm just going to mark Padme. And do this. Pass turn meter to Yoda. Just a basic, another basic, another basic, and she's gone. Okay, we'll mark Arc Trooper, I guess. I'll spread the buffs. We'll taunt. Pass turn meter to Yoda. And 52 banners. Against Jedi Revan, I'm going to take General Skywalker, and I am going to take 5s and Rex because I want the speed that Rex gives me. Go Tenacity up. And we'll go after Yoda first. We have to proc Savior, of course. Goodbye, Yoda. Nice counterattacking there. Let's get rid of the Foresight here. So again, not great banners. 3v3, it can be really tough to get full banners. So 51, that's about all I could hope for with that squad. And against the Bosk squad, I'm going to take CLS, 3PO, and Chupio. I'm going to put the Confuse on Dengar, which should prevent him from going into stealth. Put Blind on them. And there's the taunt from Bosk. AoE. Can attack around the taunt with CLS. And put Blind on them again. And I'd like to get back around to CLS's turn so that he can heal himself. There we go, like this. 53, not quite enough. Alright, let's check out that back zone. Old Ben Timeout Squad. Kylo Ren Unmasked, Shock Clones, a Sidious Squad, and Grievous. I'm going to take a couple of minutes to make my plan, and then I'll come back and continue my attacks. Alright, let's go into the top zone. Now, I did save enough squads for offense, but the issue is figuring out who to use where. 3v3 is such a different beast from 5v5. It takes me a couple of rounds to get back into it. So I'm going to go after their Vader squad with my own Vader, with Thrawn and Gideon. And I wonder if maybe I should use Thrawn's lead here. And the reason is that his leadership has some protection recovery. So maybe I can get higher banners using his leadership. Okay, we're going to push back their turn meter, I think. Actually, I think that my characters are going to go first. So I'm going to go ahead and just attack, and I'll save the turn meter manipulation. There we go. We'll do Merciless. Try and get rid of Thrawn. Excellent. fracture Vader. We'll go ahead and push back their turn meter now. We'll swap this over to Vader. Get rid of Tarkin. See if we can stun. Beautiful. And Merciless. 54. Against CLS, I'm going to take my Jedi Knight Luke with GK and Hermit Yoda. Okay, they attacked Luke, which was perfect. I'll go after Chewie first. And I'm going to do this to get my Luke a turn, so that I can do this. Give the Master's Training to Luke. We'll go ahead and put up Retribution. A little heal. Okay, 54 there. Against this Dooku squad, I often will use Bastila against Dooku with Ezra and Kanan, but I'm a little worried here about Dooku being Relic 6. The reason I like Basti and Ezra here is because of their dispels. Both Bastila and Ezra have a dispel, so you can dispel the damage immunity on Droideka. The other option I was thinking about here is Wedge Han and Chewie, so that I can shoot first and stun Dooku. And I think that's probably the safer bet. Get rid of the damage immunity. Big hit there against Wedge. We don't like that. Get rid of B2. All right, only a 51. But it worked. Against GK, Ahsoka, and Anakin, I'm going to take my own Padme with Anakin and Commander Ahsoka. This is my first time trying this comp. We'll see how it works. Put this on Anakin. We should go after there. Anakin first. Let's get protection up. Let's go ahead and stun him, or just get rid of him. Alright, so that was the problem, getting rid of him first. Anakin went crazy there. Do protection up. Do this on Anakin again. More protection up. Alright, so it looks like another 51. We have Negotiator and a Tarkin fleet, but it doesn't really look like an Empire fleet. Okay, we'll come back to this. Against Grievous, I'm going to take my Night Sisters. I know this is an unreliable counter. That's okay. I've got other stuff in reserve. Go for the stun. And we'll put the plague on them. We'll call an assist from the grave. And bring them back. Another assist from the grave. I'm just going to keep assisting from the grave. Okay, B1 is already gone. That's why Night Sisters are so good against Grievous. The plague just wipes out the B1. Hope for a stun, and bring them back. Okay, yet another 51 here. Against the Kylo Ren squad, we'll take Jedi Training Rey. Wiggle and wave. Go for the stun here. This is kind of an annoying comp because it has 2 tanks in it. Let's do a burn. Okay, goodbye Stormtrooper. See if we can get a stun. Nice. We'll wave Kylo Ren again. And now we're just waiting until we can get the healing immunity on Kylo. We'll try and stun him again. Nope. Good dodge there. He still has ability block, so we'll just do a basic. Okay, now we'll wave him again. Keep trying to stun him. Okay, now we'll put the healing immunity on him. There's Eliminated Destiny. That got me back 1 banner. And I finally got the stun on him. 53. Against the Old Ben squad, this looks like kind of a timeout squad to me, and so I'm going to take my bounty hunters. I didn't put any bounty hunters on defense, so I have all of them available. I'm going to go with Bosk, Grief, and Mando. The contract isn't as quick to get with Bosk, but I think because Old Ben is the healthiest, it shouldn't be that tough to get either. Call the Mass Assist. All right, let's go ahead and... Shall we delete Jolie or Juhani? We'll delete Juhani. We've almost got Old Ben killed already, so no need to waste that on him. Get him before he can revive Old Ben. There we go. 54. Okay, these last two squads are no pushovers. I'm going to go against Shaak Ti with Palpatine and Malak. The thinking here is that the Rexecute doesn't do that much damage against Malak. They'll go first. Okay, we'll put the shock here. See if we can get some stuns. No. I'm likely to lose Palpatine here. I'm going to put a shock on Rex. See if we can get some stuns. Okay, goodbye fives. Beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Do this. Stun on Shaak Ti is nice. We'll get rid of Rex. Okay, 53. Now this Sidious squad is probably a lot tougher than you'd think. We've got a Relic 6 and 2 Relic 7s. Marauder's going to hit like a truck. Sidious is going to be dodging left and right. What do I have left? I could try Bastila, Jolie, and Ezra. That's not a great squad. Not a ton of DPS here. Let's see if we can get a stun on Marauder. I should probably actually call Basti. Basti's going to hit harder than Ezra, I think. Another stun. Call Basti. There we go. Okay, I'm actually more worried about HK than Sidious, because HK does extra damage against Jedi. Nice. I know Sidious is not to be taken lightly, especially with those AoEs. He's a banner stealer for sure. But HK could just one-shot somebody. Nice. Okay. So this is working. Again, not great banners, but stun. Oh, dodge there. Oh, 53. Better banners than I expected. I guess Bastia and Jolie hadn't gotten through their bonus protection. We'll do a negotiator mirror match. And I'll fast forward through the ship selection process. Put the buff immunity on Anakin. Call the mass assist against Anakin. And get rid of Anakin. You've got to have a tank in your starting lineup. We'll pass this to Anakin. We'll call in Plo Koon. Clean up those debuffs. And drive turn meter. We'll keep going after Rex. Unending loyalty. We'll bring in Snips. And I'm going to do a big hit on 5s. I'm going to put the buff immunity on Sarge so he doesn't taunt anymore. Get rid of those debuffs on the Y-Wing. And mass assist. 68. And against Tarkin, we're going with the home one. We'll go after Kylo Ren first. AoE. Let's do the shield disruptor. Oh, it didn't land. It's really frustrating. The Y-Wing would be such a good shit if that shield disruptor could not be dodged or resisted. We got some bombs out there. Let's bring in Cassian. Let's get rid of the bomber. Okay, now Kylo's available. I really want to get rid of Kylo. All that daze is keeping me from assisting. Okay, there goes Kylo. Here comes Boba. Okay, that time the shield disruptor worked. We'll go ahead and bring in the Phantom. He's in stealth, so Boba won't be able to counter. And more bombs. Banner Stealer, Banner Stealer. Alright, I didn't play that great, but still 66 banners, that's pretty good. So one shot full clear, 2830 is my total. It's not a great score, but it's not a terrible score. I think daRth Dopes is going to have a difficult time clearing me. So we'll come back tomorrow and check and see what he does against my defense. Here is the win versus daRth Dopes. And he never attacked. So I would like to thank him for at least setting a defense. That's the courteous thing to do. Have a little respect for your opponent. Even if you don't plan on attacking, set a defense for them so that they are not stuck attacking an auto set. So thank you, daRth Dopes, for setting a defense, and thank you all for watching. I will see you next round.